Welcome back, everybody, to the feature presentation podcast where movies and music meet. I will be your host for today. My name is Finale. Today, we're going to be talking about Dungeons and Dragons, Honor Among Thieves, if that was ever a thing. I went into this movie expecting it to bomb, all right? I did not expect it to be good, but it slapped me across the face. The movie was fun. It was phenomenal. And I think it's going to hold up very well in the fantasy realm. I personally think it's going to bang with the likes of Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings. They're probably going to do about 2 or 3 more of these movies if they were wise, because this one rings off. When I was watching this movie, I felt like I was on a ride at Universal Studios. That's what it felt like. So if you get the chance to see this in 4DX, please do. It is well worth it. It is a ride of a movie. Now, I'm going to go into the slating, all right? The plot, the cinematography, the pace, the performance, the atmosphere, all of that, all right? I think it nailed it. The plot was good, all right? It didn't string you along. It wasn't confusing. It didn't try too hard. The movie didn't stay its welcome. The pace, beautiful. It just kept going. The performance, it was magical. It was spot on. I am not a D&D gamer. I didn't play, but I think the gamers are going to like this. It built the world. I do know enough about Dungeons and Dragons to know that it is built on creativity, all right? And every game is pretty much free form. This movie did it. It did it. It did it. It brought you into the world. You were inside. I left there thinking I can cast a few spells. And I looked at my popcorn thing. I was like, I need more popcorn. I thought I can grow some more. No, but the movie did its job. The performance by everybody, again, was good. Cinematography was good. It was a real good movie. It was really fun. I was blown away. And I want to see it again. I'm hoping I can see it again before it comes out. I do advise, if you got kids especially, or you like fantasy movies, you like action, humor, the movie was funny. And it didn't try. It seemed real natural. So, after that's all said and done, what is my slating? Well, for the plot, out of 1 of 5 slates, I'm going to give it I'll give it a good, I'll give it 2.5 slates. I'll give it 2.5. For the atmosphere, if I could give it 5, I'd give it 5 because I really thought I was in that world. I started out watching a movie like this, and then I was sitting up like this. Everybody was sitting up like, yeah. So, atmosphere, I'm going to give it 4 slates. The pace, it was beautiful. I'm going to keep it even, push it around 3 slates. We're going to give it 3 slates. Performance, the performance by the actors and the actresses were great. They were really good. They were really believable, really believable. Chris Pine, he did his usual thing, all right? His comedic tone with his serious tone at the same time, but goofy, can't really take him serious, but he gets the job done. Yeah, that's, basically him. He played himself really well. I guess that's who he is in real life. I don't know. He seems to get that role a lot. Michelle Rodriguez, honestly, this was probably my favorite performance from her. This is probably my favorite performance for her. I think this was her role. This is where she belongs, all right? This is where she belongs. I don't want to talk about it too much because I don't want to, you got to be surprised like I was because really I was surprised at how well this was. But she performed very well her role, very well. Justice Smith, I mean, come on, man. He's hilarious. He's hilarious. He was actually at the screening that I was at. And that's who he is. That's who he seems to be in real life also. He's cool and he's funny. He's a clown. And in that movie, he played him. Yeah, I liked his performance was well too. Hugh Grant, now he was a character and a half. Again, I don't want to give anything away. This is a spoiler-free review, so I can't really say much, but he nailed it. He was hilarious. He was also conniving. He was, he's really, you don't know what he's up to. I can't really say too much, but it's Hugh Grant. What else do I need to say? And Regé-Jean Page, all right? I don't know too much about this guy. I don't know too much about this gentleman, but it seems that the women love him. And the few women that were in the building that day, they started, throwing dollars at him on the stage. But he plays his character. From what I can see, I did a little research on other things he did, and he did what he does. So overall, for the whole movie, out of 1 to 5 slates, I will give it 4. 4 slates. 4 slates. I really enjoyed it. I thought it knocked 20 years off of me, and I was a little child, and now I want to go to Toys R Us and I want to buy some elves and ogres and some axes and dragons, and I want to create a world of my own. I even thought about getting into playing some D&D because, hey, man, I'm very creative and I like to express and exercise my creativity. If you like fantasy movies, this is it. I enjoyed it more than any Harry Potter movie. I enjoyed it better than any Narnia. I enjoyed it better than any Lord of the Rings. I want to see it again. I want to see it again when it comes out. Hopefully I can see it again in an early screening. Now, it's not really the type of movies I dive into and really enjoy too much because I wasn't really a fan of Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter's and all that and Narnia's. But this one, it got me. It got me. It got me. Yeah, like I said, I might go play Dungeons and Dragons now with some people. I might find a group and dive into that world. Thank you. I don't want to take too much of your time. Go watch this movie if you can. I'm not really a fan of 3D, but 3D for this type of movie will work. But 4DX, if you have a 4DX, go see it in 4DX. It is like being at a Universal ride. This movie is a roller coaster. It is an experience. It's not just a movie, it's an experience. This is the feature presentation where movies and music meet. Please subscribe and hit that bell for notifications to stay up to date for what we do.